On March 26, 1993, a team of archaeologists led by Italian researcher Maurizio Tosi made an astonishing discovery. During excavations at the ancient Egyptian site of Saqqara, just outside Cairo, they found a tomb filled with donkey mummies. The find included 26 complete mummies and over 50 skulls. But who were these donkeys for? And why were they mummified along with their owners? Donkeys are considered to be one of the oldest domesticated species on Earth. Their fossils have been found alongside humans in prehistoric cave paintings in Spain and France dating back 40,000 years. But despite their age, donkeys are not native to Egypt. They actually originated in Africa and crossed into Egypt sometime during the late Pleistocene epoch, arriving via a land bridge that once connected the two continents. It's believed that they were brought into Egypt intentionally due to their strength and usefulness as pack animals, as well as their ability to thrive in dry climates and harsh environments. Traits that would prove invaluable to the ancient Egyptians as they began their long trek across the Sahara in search of new lands. The donkey is thought to have played an important role in helping establish Egyptian civilization, but it was also present in other parts of the world at the same time. Donkey remains have been excavated from several ancient Mesopotamian sites, including those of Jericho, Ur, and the royal tombs of the first millennium BC. Donkeys were also used as sacrificial animals in Uruk and Lagash. The Bible also makes multiple references to donkeys, even naming the first 10 kings of Egypt after them. So where did this obsession come from? Well, much like the cow, which was sacred to the ancient Egyptians, donkeys were seen as divine creatures who helped humanity. In the Egyptian creation myth, the first king of Egypt, King Minos, was given the task of creating man by the sun god Ra. As he sailed across the primordial ocean, his donkey spotted some reeds growing on an island and told him to stop there. After stepping onto dry land for the first time, King Minos created the first humans out of reeds and mud and blew life into them using a magical wind. Humans had been created, but without the power of speech. So King Minos returned to the island and took some of the reeds and fashioned them into flutes. He then gave these flutes to the humans, endowing them with the gift of language and music. In another Egyptian myth, the goddess Nut was pregnant with the sun god Ra, and her labor pains were so intense that she could ungive birth. Seeing this, King Minos sacrificed his donkey so that Nut could ride on its back and be carried around the sky. Yet another story. King Minos was warned by a donkey that his wife was about to be taken by the god Set. Thanks to the donkey's warning, King Minos was able to defeat Set and rescue his wife. As you can see, donkeys were held in high regard by the Egyptians and often personified, given human characteristics such as speech. This contributed to their acceptance into Egyptian society and ultimately led to them being treated as sacred animals. Like other sacred animals, donkeys were only slain in very rare circumstances, such as in Upper Egypt around the year 2200 BC, where a donkey was sacrificed to bring rain during a severe drought. Donkeys were usually only killed if there was some kind of emergency or if they fell ill, and when they did die, they were mummified and buried. Sometimes their souls were even judged in the afterlife, as evidenced by a papyrus fragment, depicting the scales of justice with a donkey on one side and a human on the other. One of the most famous donkey mummies comes from the royal cachette of Deir el-Bahari, where it was discovered in a tomb with over 100 other animal mummies belonging to Queen Nefertiti. Another famous donkey mummy was excavated from the tomb of Ptah the Elder, a priest who lived during the 6th century BC. Interestingly enough, the donkey was mummified in the shape of a ram, perhaps indicating that the animal's head had been lost. While donkeys were largely confined to the role of pack animals serving as a mode of transportation and being used in agriculture, they were still venerated by the Egyptians, who built elaborate tombs for them and sometimes even entombed them with their favorite human masters. Join us next time as we continue our series on ancient animals and learn more about the earliest domesticated species on Earth and how it helped humans conquer the globe.